Hi folks, this is your old pal Uncle Hal. Hope you watched the other videos. This time tea. Okay, we're going to do it quick. Now, already there's a big rush. What I told people, and they never listen, there's a big rush on certain items, depending what zone you are. If you're on the coast, that's zone 1. Any waterway or coastline is zone 1. Zone 2 is how far away from the coast. Okay, if it's within 500 miles or 1,000 miles, you're safe. If you're in zone 3, that's either Central Park, Mountain Park, it depends. Okay, because each area, because you have to divide the country in half by the Mississippi. Let me get my glasses. I've been putting eye drops in my eyes and everything's blurry. There we go. Okay, so depends on which side of the Mississippi you're on. Between the Mississippi and the coast, that's in 4 zones. Okay, if you're on the coast, that's zone 1. Further you go inland, that's zone 2. Further you go inland, that's zone 3. Before you hit the Mississippi, that's zone 1 again. Then you have zone 2 and zone 3. And then that narrow portion, that's zone 4. And a lot of people don't understand that. That means it's harder to get transportation out there, food, trade, whatever, because we screwed up everything. The roadway's supposed to help this. Before that, during World War II, America had problems. We could have lost the war. If it wasn't for the railroad system, that'd be it for everybody in the United States. And it came close. Reason why the Germans and Japanese and the Italians couldn't figure out how to destroy the railroad system. Let's destroy the ports. Total idiocy. One Japanese general, one German general, one Italian general told that if you hit the key points of the railroad system, West Coast, East Coast, and Central, you have paralyzed the United States and they can't get anything done. Every leader were laughing. Only one after World War II took it seriously was Stalin. Okay, people never listen to Uncle Al. So we won't talk about that point because nobody reads history and nobody understands history. I don't really care because a lot of you don't have my IQ and a lot of you like, it's snow outside. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of snow because the atmospheric river changed course. Now we get water now, and we needed it. Okay, now the bad news about the atmospheric river. Remember I told you it's a whip effect? Remember last year around January or February? Right now, you're having a warm season in the south. You have to be really careful because it's changed like that. And you could have anywhere from flooding, tornadoes, ice storms, snowstorms, hurricanes, tornadoes, any kind of wind-driven thing, okay? Because it's going to be a snap. And this goes all the way down to Mexico City. That's how bad it's going to be. Excuse me. And I keep telling people this, and people just look at me like, so it's going to get cold? Oh. This is why I'm changing my format. Another reason is YouTube's changing their plan of attack because a lot of people don't listen. Certain groups are putting bounties on preppers, homesteaders, gun guys, religious people, anything that gets in their way. It could be the NWO, We know who those guys are, or the CCP, Communist Chinese Party. And they're pulling out all stems because they're going to hit us really hard psychologically. Okay, back to my point. You should have already 30 days supply of food. Rice, 10 pounds. Lentil, 10 pounds. That's per person. Remember, per person. Reason why you want lentils, it's easy to sprout too. You want 10 pounds of barley. Also, you could sprout it too. You could grind these into flour if you have a hand grinder. Tomato sauce, 10 cans or jars. I prefer either jars or cans, all right? And we're talking quart sizes. Pasta, 5 boxes per person. So if you have a family of 4, that's 20 boxes, all right? Olive oil, 2-liter bottles. 2 bottles, 1 liter each. That's per person. Not family, per person. Canned meats, 10 cans per person. I like liverwurst. I like corned beef. I like Spam. Doesn't bother me. I like head cheese. You ever try to find head cheese in this time of insanity? And then some kind of canned meals you pour over rice or noodles. Chili, baked beans, ready-to-eat soups, stews. I got a lot of stews. Fruit, at least 10 cans. You have to date these. If anything with a sugar or acidic bake, like tomato or fruit, you always date it. And also have a plan and keep a track of your dates and spoilage. You don't want to have a can of something swelled up and blowing it into your pantry. Tea. Okay, I will drink tea. Have 30 bags per person. All right? Cereal, 2 boxes, big family-sized boxes, 2 boxes per person. Shelf-stable milk, real milk or plant-based. Okay, 2 ways I drink milk. I drink it in my coffee or I eat it with my cereal. People says, but it's not milk, and we don't know how you make it so good. Ice cold water in a blender. And they can't tell the difference after I run it through and put it over the cereal. Now, which one's the real milk? And they'll eat it and like, this one. No, that's Nido. And then it's this one. No, that's Nido. And then I bring out the real milk and I try it and like, you like the Nido. Like I said, multivitamin, 1 bottle per person. That's for 30 days. Sailor Boy crackers. It's getting hard to find this pilot cracker. So I tell any kind of cracker, 2 boxes. All right, my own stores for 1 person, 2 boxes of crackers. 1 bottle of vitamins, multivitamins, 1 person. Shelf-stable milk. Real milk or plant-based, that's shelf-stable. Or you get a can of Nido. Or powder milk or pouches. For 30 days, you figure it out how much milk you're going to drink. Also cook with. 30-day supply of jams and jellies. How much jams and jellies do you eat? And remember, you want this also to be shelf-stable. So once you open it, you don't have to refrigerate it. Okay? Any kind of nut butter. Peanut butter, almond butter, cashew, pecan, hazelnut, and macadamia. Also shelf-stable. So you don't need to refrigerate. The only thing you have to worry about is cheese spread. It's a soft cheese that's spread. Other than Velveeta, I don't think there's any others that's shelf-stable. But you want ones that you can find, and if you have a cool box or ice box, old school way, you could have cheese spread. That's the easy 30 days is foodless. Now, half of these stuff you could put into a small carry case. So nobody will go in and, you have a pantry, we'll steal it. This is one you can put in a couple of suitcases. Fairly easy. Now, if you have a pantry that's bigger, this, my friend, is the pantry or additional 30-day food supply. This one's more portable. This one's the heavy duty. Flour. Right now, flour is Best Buy, 25 pounds. That's for 1 month, one person. Milk. 8 cans of evaporated, 4 cans of condensed milk, 4 boxes of dried milk, that's powdered milk. Dried eggs, 1 number 10 can. Assorted dried fruits, 8.5 pounds. Onions, fresh, 2.5 pounds, 2.5 pounds a month per person. That means you could either grow it, buy it, but that's 1 month for that covers all onions. Okay, green onions, bulb onions, onions. And then the ones you dehydrate, like I do, 1.5 pounds, and that's for 1 month for one person. Okay, that's easy to do. It's not hard. It's not rocket science. Assorted dried vegetable. If you have a dehydrator, you dehydrated your vegetables, comes out 8.5 pounds for one person for 30 days. You multiply 8.5 pounds 30 times, and 8.5 for 12 months. That's 30 days each, and you get your number on it. This is why you take notes. Assorted dry beans. You want these separate, and these are drying 8.5 pounds. Nice thing about assorted dry beans, not one kind of bean, not pinto bean or navy bean, but you get a whole bunch. And the nice thing is, some of these will sprout. Okay, sprout, so you get bean sprout. Other of these, you can plant and restart your garden, which is one of the best buys you can. So, if you live near the coast, 5 pounds. If you're in zone 1, in zone 2 or 3, 50 pounds. Zone 4, you better have 200 pounds per person. Further away you get away from the coast, less chances of getting fresh salt, unless you mine it. Where's the nearest salt mine? That's going to be hard. How hard is it going to be to get? That's even harder. Baking soda, 1 pound, 1 month, one person. Baking powder, 1 box, 1 month per person. Cream of tartar, 1 jar, 1 person. Okay, that's 30 days. Cornstarch, 1 box, 1 person. And that's for 30 days. This is when everything goes really bad and you're screwed. Ketchup, 12 bottles a year, 1 large bottle. I get the biggest bottle of ketchup I can get. Cornmeal or maza, 2.5 pounds per person. You multiply that by 12 months. That's fairly figured out simply. Okay, you can buy it at a wholesaler or restaurant supply. Vanilla extract, 1 large bottle. Get the real stuff, not the fake. Sugar, plain white, 2.5 pounds. You could also get honey. It's up to you. Dried mustard in 1 can. I got so many cans of mustard, it's not even funny. Black pepper, 1 large can. If you do ghee at home, 2 jars per person. If you do homemade ghee, make sure you seal it properly. Okay, you don't want to open up your ghee and there's scummy black stuff on top. Okay? So you make sure it's sealed properly and it's tight. I have to keep tying this to people. Pancake flour, just add water type, 1 box or bag per person. Cocoa, 2.5 pounds per person. Remember, you got to multiply this by 12. 12. Coffee, instant 2 jars. Or 5 pounds of either green or roasted beans. Instant will last forever for about 2 years. Coffee beans, you got to know what you're doing, and I'm a coffee head, and I do know how to roast and make my own coffee. So I'll 5 pounds a person for 1 month. Tabasco sauce, 1 large bottle. Mrs. Dash, 1 large bottle. Assorted spices. Okay? What drives me nuts is I've been looking for nutmeg for a month. And I'll try to find it after I have the doctor's tomorrow. Got a lot of doctor's appointments. And I'll be hunting nutmeg and other few things. Assorted spices, nutmeg, cinnamon, red pepper flakes, paprika, garlic, and onion powders. 1 bottle each. Make sure whatever spices you like, make sure you got plenty of it. Okay, and multiply that by 12 months. Bay leaf. I keep telling people if you live in a Mediterranean climate, plant a bay leaf bush or tree. 1 small jar, a pint-sized jar of dried leaves, and that comes out to be, used to do quartz, but it came out bad. It should have still a green, dry texture. It should be the smaller leaf. Older the leaf, the worse it's going to not be bayish enough. Okay? Bay leaf, 1 small jar. That's a pint jar. That's about, trying to think, about 12 jars. Pint jars of bay leaf. Good trading commodity. Everything you want to cook is right there. So that's your pantry, and then you add other supplies when you do it. All right? This is all up to you. It's fairly simple because after this is going to get tossed. Because you should have known this. Because I'm not doing this anymore and you're on your own. Okay? Because I'm changing my format. And I'll see you later. God bless. Hope everything works out. Check what you have to supply yourself for 2 years. It's going to be a really rough ride. And if anybody invested in Google, I would swap it out to something else because, oh boy, YouTube, Google, everybody's going to be pouncing on them in 2025 because they violated a lot of security issues. I'll see you later. You have a nice day. Have a happy new year. And tell people, you better join Uncle Al because, like I said, I forget this is 42. By the time I finish with all these blogs, I'll be changing my format. I'm not going to be doing prepping. I will do survival and stuff. And I'll show tidbits about what I'm doing. But I'm not going to get into it or into that niche group because right now, preppers, homesteaders, QA guys, the gun guys, anybody they don't like has a bounty on their head. I don't want a bunch of white vans or SUVs coming up my driveway and chasing me with my walker. You know, it's a little hard for me getting away from them with a walker. Okay, so think about it. Uncle Alan's a sick old guy, but he isn't stupid. I'm laid up most of the time on the couch because, oh, is it your back? No, because I got stomped by a bull. Okay? Get stomped by a 4-legged beast and see how lucky you look like. And I'll see you later, folks. You have a nice holiday. Bye.